What's going on, Socialites? Welcome back to another Global Pokemon Society Draft League battle. It's the final week of Season 4, and we got a matchup that could decide the North Division. The Minnesota Nidokings taking on Charm City Charizards. Minnesota doesn't have a shot at the playoffs anymore. They're 2-5, and their differential in game wins isn't enough to get them in. But Charm City's still fighting for the division spot. They do already have a bye clinched, but they would really like that division spot for that top 4 seed. Minnesota bringing GMAX, Urshifu-SIngle, Terrakion, Crobat, Azelf, Darmanitan, Galarian, and Blastoise. Charm City bringing Dragonite, Clefable, Latias, Nidoqueen, Tauros, and Virizion. So we see a Nidoqueen Virizion lead here from Charm City going up against Azelf, Darmanitan. So, as always, the thing with Minnesota is they have a very fast offensive team. You gotta find a way to either reverse the speed on them or kind of outplay them with bulky Pokemon. Oh, is Minnesota? No, wait, that's Charm City, right? No, that is Minnesota maxing Azelf here. Azelf did well for them last week against Reno. Charm City also going with the max. Maxing Virizion. Well, that won't be good for them, facing down both a Psychic and an Ice type. I don't like that max from their side. Darmanitan with the Ice Punch onto Nidoqueen, however, takes out... Oh, Nidoqueen survives with the Focus Sash. Oh, good read. Azelf with the Max Flare into Virizion. Virizion should survive this. I think a Mind Storm would have probably taken Virizion out. Let's see, Nidoqueen with Beat Up. Oh, trying to... Yeah, see? No, not in this position. Not a good play. Virizion's not going to survive long enough to be able to use these justified boosts here. Let's see, Rockfall going into Darmanitan, I assume. Yep. So Darmanitan will go down here. However, Azelf will still have the speed on Virizion. Would have liked to... I mean, if you're going to do that, probably a max Airstream would have been the best play. Virizion can learn Bounce to get the +1 speed advantage. See Urshifu come out. Double up on the Virizion slot. If he has a max guard here, he swaps out Nidoqueen, goes into Tauros, so he does get a free switch here, but Virizion's not going to survive this Mind Storm, and then the Ice Punch Choice Bandit will do a lot to Tauros. Might even take it out. I would just be clicking Wicked Blow here with Urshifu, though. Like, I know Virizion would resist that, but your Azelf's going to kill it anyway, so I would rather be locked into Wicked Blow than Ice Punch. Let's see, though. Yeah, does a little less than half. Wicked Blow would have probably killed. Stab plus grip. Yeah, easy KO. Right, Clefable comes out. Doubling into the Tauros slot here. Azelf should take Tauros out, though, with its Mind Storm. Oh, Clefable would follow me. Okay. Let's see what the Tauros goes for then. Mind Storm does big damage on Clefable. Alright, Tauros with close combat. Urshifu survives, though. Then the Ice Punch is going to take out Clefable. So Charm City, pretty weakened. They got Nidoqueen as their last one. Yeah, and they're not going to be able to outspeed both of these. Oh, Azelf even survives on 1 HP with the Sandstorm. And with that, Minnesota picks up a nice 3-0. Yeah, there's a totally different speed game, so I didn't like the max from Virizion there. Who's your best max option here? Honestly, if you had Kyurem, that's probably your best, but I don't hate Dragonite. If you brought multi-scale Dragonite, Darmanitan won't do as much to it. Or you could do like Dragonite and Clefable and just, follow me with Clefable the first turn. Like, I'd rather be doing that. Minnesota bringing back the same 4. I have to see what Charm City does to switch it up here a little bit. Alright, they lead off with Double Dragon. Yeah, again, I would really rather have the Clefable for redirection here because this is not going to go so well. Well, this has kind of been Charm City's downfall later in the season. They've added all these dragon types onto their team and just makes them really susceptible to ice and fairy attacks. And even their counters to those, like, Virizion, also weak to ice and fairy. Nidoqueen, weak to ice. So they just have a lot of, weaknesses to those types in general, and Ice is usually such a powerful offensive attack anyway that you get on a lot of coverage as well. You don't necessarily need an Ice type to take advantage of it. Alright, here we see Dragonite. This is his multi-scale Dragonite, though. We know that Inner Focus is shiny for his Dragonites. So I'd be interested to see how much this Ice Punch does. Yeah, Dragonite barely survives half health. He does get the weakness policy. So I think if he had the Clefable here, might be pretty good. Now, Misty Terrain will reduce the power of Dragon-type moves, so it'll be interesting to see if he went for like a Max Wormwind. But you see Latias just dies. Bop! Yeah, see, so this isn't going to do that much. Oh my goodness, well with the weakness policy. And both of them aren't touching the terrain, so that could also be it. I think there's some like weird thing where you gotta be like touching the terrain in order to get the benefits. You know, it's why like with grassy terrain you don't get the healing if you have levitate or if you're flying. Same thing, electric terrain or psychic terrain. So, okay, well, he took down the Dynamax from Minnesota, but now he probably has to max guard here against this Darmanitan because he knows he's going to get shot by it. Nope, no guard, so Dragonite goes down. So they basically just traded Dynamaxes there, but he also lost Latias, so kind of like loses in that exchange. And the Ice Punch does so much damage to Virizion. Leaf Blade into Darmanitan. Darmanitan hangs on. You see Life Orb on the Virizion, but once again, Charm City just doesn't have the speed or the tactics to take on Minnesota. Darmanitan with the Ice Punch on Virizion. I would have rather Ice Punched into Tauros there. Tauros will pick up the Throat Chop on Darmanitan. Let's see how much this Ice Punch does from Urshifu. Should be a little less than half, right? We saw that calc before. Yeah, about a third or so. So Terrakion will come out. And that should be an easy close combat. Or Sacred Sword. He might have Sacred Sword. Onto the Tauros. Tauros outspeeding the Terrakion. Doing damage, but that's not gonna help it to survive here. The Sacred Sword takes out Tauros, and with that, Minnesota blitzes down Charm City. Easy 2-0 win. And now Charm City, again, they already clinched that bye, but they're not out of it yet for the division title. They're going to need to see if Pittsburgh loses their game in order to clinch it. But thanks for watching, guys, and as always, stay classy, society.